Oh.
Nasty. I like it nasty. I like it nasty. Y'all ain't know nothing but that. Y'all too young for that. All right. Number one, y'all doing too much. We don't do all that over here.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming back for another Tipsy Conversation. I am one of your hosts, KingEbonyE. This man right here to my right, what is your name?
Instagram.
He forgot his Instagram name, but his name is Eric. But as far as Instagram is concerned, it is ERD3248 Tipsy Conversation. And that lovely lady across the screen, what is your Instagram and who are you, baby?
Well, hello, everyone. As we all know, I'm your favorite host of this good old...
God damn it.
Nah.
She's been a hater since 1989. Excuse her, phones.
I was born before you. I could never hate you.
Baby, when I was born, you said, dang. Competition.
I said, damn, that's my sister.
Why you always lying? Always lying. Oh, my God. Stop fucking lying.
Anyway, where can the people find you, girl?
My name is Brittany. You guys can find me here on YouTube and under BritniAleisha, as well as Instagram under BritniAleisha. And guess what? I have a tickety-tockety now. So you can all find me there, BritniAleisha.
What is that called again?
Oh, yes. I think I added on our other video, but I will add it again on this video in the description down below, just to remind y'all of all of our social medias. All right. So this called
wait, we got a special guest.
Oh, Kool-Aid, I really did.
Wow.
I ain't forget, but I just so used to doing my thug thizzle. However, we do have a special guest, and I think it's only right that BritniAleisha introduces him.
So everyone, I've been keeping this young man under wraps for the past 3 months. This here is my boyfriend. What's your name, baby?
What is my name?
His name is Olukule. He goes by Kool-Aid, if you know him like that. You can
don't call him Kool-Aid. That's my name.
Yeah. Drop the D.
If I want.
It's Olukunle. Olukule.
Ukulele.
You can find him at Instagram or on Instagram, KUN1 LE.
And just make sure to send that to me so I can add it in the description down below. Kool-Aid, what do you do?
I am a trainer, personal trainer over at Planet Fitness. Don't find me now.
Yeah, ladies, don't find him. He good. You booked up.
And let me tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. Brittany is definitely about that. And I'm her sister, and I'm going to be on that ass. If you think you're going to goddamn try her man. Honey, I might be in Georgia, but I will come to North Carolina. Ain't nothing but a short trip, and I'm there, baby.
Okay. How you get that introduction, and I didn't even get that introduction. Oh, fucking hating me.
Oh, I want somebody to think they can come after you, honey. Let me tell you, that might be the last time they ever see their mama.
Put them in the trunk, drive into the swamp.
Okay, let's be respectful. Okay, it's been a lot of stuff going on these past few years. Be a little bit more respectful, and your life might be a little better. Okay, that's all I got to say. But all right. Okay. And that's for Cardi, because she just came out with that up video and that song. And honey, like the saying goes, once it's up there, it's stuck there. You know, we'll get into that later on. But anyways, what is everybody drinking? I'll go with me first. In this cup, I have a mixture, okay? Don't judge me, but it tastes good to my palate. I have some Bacardi Dragonberry mixed with pineapple juice, some 42 Below vodka, and some Red Bull, okay?
Okay.
Don't mind your business. I bought it.
No, mind your
What do you have?
42 Below and
Red Bull?
Yeah.
And then we have a hookah. We have a hookah up here. And what are y'all? What have y'all been drinking? Because that ain't all y'all been drinking.
When it's ever in my cup, it's in my cup.
Okay,
no,
little Wayne.
No, so we have 1800 silver with berry punch from Minute Maid, blueberries, actual blueberries, a squirt of lime juice, and
The blue
Curacao?
Blue Curacao.
Blue Curacao syrup.
You know, it's really nothing but an orange liqueur dyed blue.
I read the bottle and I was like,
could have got blue dye.
I mean, you could get an orange liqueur, but if you want that blue to add to, I'll say effects, because in certain drinks, you know, the blue looks.
You can't see it.
That there, you had bought in too close.
Blue.
But all right, now that y'all know what we are drinking, if this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you go ahead and follow us. And during this conversation, don't be afraid to comment below. Tell us what you think about this episode or any other episodes and what you would like us to talk about in the future, if there's anything. And also, if you have any drink recipes that you would like us to try. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's sweet or strong. I'm all for the liquor. Just don't
sweet.
Now, only thing.
Bring it down.
Only thing is, I don't drink no Seagram's gin. So if you do add gin, it won't be the. Hold on, wait a minute. What I said is, if you want me to put gin in a cup, it won't be Seagram's. Okay, all right. And one last thing, this is the hookah that we are I'm about to say hookah that we are drinking, the hookah that we are smoking. It's called Yummy Gummy. Now, I don't. Oh, this is the person's at. Okay, hold on. Because it says you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter with this at name. Hopefully y'all can. There it goes. All right. If you didn't catch that, just pause the screen and you can get it all you need. Okay, so Brittany, we're still talking about what you want to talk about, right?
Yes. So I sent Ebony a video. Well, I sent you both the video earlier today.
Would you like me to play it for them?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't nobody tell? Hey, baby. The words you're saying to her, she's not taking them into consideration and thinking you're a good guy. So the fuck what? Didn't nobody tell her ass to listen to me? What the fuck? Oh, so I said some words out my mouth. Now she believe it. Now she think I'm a knight shining armor because I told her. The fuck? The words you're saying to her.
And that video is on TikTok. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah, I might not be able to see it. But if y'all can't see it, I'll just put down the people that are in this particular video in the description below, okay? I want to credit everybody because we do not own the rights to this.
That's right.
So, Brittany, since it's your video, I think you should start.
I should kick it off because I was going to hand it I actually want to hand this off to the guys to get their point of view first. And I say that because as I was more, okay, the video wasn't even what had sparked this conversation. It was actually the comments below. A lot of men I saw in the comments, whether they were trolling or being honest or just trying to be the in crowd, a lot of men actually kept saying, well, it's girls' fault for being stupid and dumb. Girls' fault for our words versus our actions. So at the end of the day, if they get hurt, it's their fault. And I had a big problem with that sentiment. So I really want to see the guys' point of view on this particular subject.
But before they go in, I'll also say that some girls do have to be mindful with their word and how they present themselves. Just how men have to be mindful how they present themselves.
That's true.
Or whatever, because I will always reference and say that love is the strongest drug. Okay. And I don't think why would you want to get killed over love? Like they have snapped, they have For My Man, you know, you get what I'm saying? So if y'all understand what I'm saying, like what men and women do with their words is really not okay, but go ahead, dudes, take it over. Anyone can start.
Oh, okay. So when I saw that video, like I was thinking, the first thing I was like, well, you know, technically, you know, he's right. You know, words are words. You know, you can say whatever you want. It's not necessarily going to be true. So I was like, you know, technically he's right. But then like going in deeper, like if everyone said whatever they wanted to say, so you're just being lied to 24/7, like how would that make you feel? Like you feel kind of, you know, shitty. You can't believe anything that you hear. So that kind of ruins it for everyone. So like your words mean something. So like you want to be a man of your word. If you say something, you know, you're gonna want to own what you say. So that's like kind of a little bit of my thought process with that.
And pretty much I'm gonna piggyback off the same thing because like as a man, you should be a man of your word and not just go out and lie to people versus you just doing this shit for the thrill. And what I see is a lot of guys lie to females just for the thrill and get them all amped up, which is not cool. And that goes vice versa. Females do the same thing, but guys, we got it way too bad.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. And you know why I agree with that? Because whenever y'all, if anybody has ever watched The Color Purple, right? When the dad sold his daughter to an older man, or also even when the dad has sex with his daughter, right? It's like, you know, women, yes, we are more tapped into our emotions. You get what I'm saying? And men they had taken advantage of that for a long time. And it's like recently in the past, I would just say maybe 3 to 5 years, women have really been reversing things as far as out loud, because ain't no telling what other women been doing behind scenes, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that social media is really like popping like that. It's just that going back to Color Purple and just other things is like, you know, you put your trust in the first man that you meet, which is like your father, your uncles, if you have brothers or cousins, and you believe that they will protect you, right? Mm-hmm. So as life goes on, if there are no conversations happening from an adult to the children, like, you know, you might lie to somebody, they might lie to you, you know, but try your best to be truthful. Try your best to use your best instinct. You know what I'm saying? If something doesn't feel right, if that little thing in the back of your mind, which is called your conscience, or I like to call him God, okay, you know, gives you like a little saying or something, you know, just try to follow that, because it's really hard that, like, when you try to give people, I try to give people 100 up front, and from there you can work your way down, because I don't know you. So I'd rather try to say that you're a good person first than try to discredit you and say you're the devil. You know what I'm saying? But because eventually people's true colors will come out. But once again, it's like, why would you want to hurt somebody so bad that did nothing to you?
Well, some people actually gain
joy
words
out
hurt.
Of that. Words hurt.
And when people gain joy out of stuff like that, is basically because they self-esteem so low, they ain't got no choice but to keep hurting other people, which is not cool. And when they do it, they don't expect the same to come back to them. But when they do, it's like, oh, they just a fucked up person. No, not really. Not when you're dishing it out yourself.
Oh, well, look at the rise of this whole hot girl culture. Like, it stemmed from the fact that men kept playing women over and over and over and over again. Like, you sit here and you try your best to be an honest person, a loving person, only to realize months or years down the way that the person that you've been with this whole time has just been messing around with your feelings. It's like, at what point in time do we just get tired of this whole hamster wheel? When do we just say, you know what? If I don't love you like I told you, or if I don't love you, then just say it. I don't understand the point of hiding behind I love you, or I like you, I want to be with you, I want you to be my baby mom or baby daddy. Like, what's the point of that if you don't mean it? You're wasting your time and you're wasting my time.
But also, that's a hamster wheel too. You realize the situation and you don't have no desire to get out the hamster wheel. You just want to keep going and going. You have to blame too, because you don't want to exit the situation.
That's true. Like when I see girls who date the same guy over and over and over again, and they verbalize how bad they are, how bad he is to her. My question is then why do you stay? Like in my past relationship, it took me 2 years to realize, whoa, this guy isn't a great guy. Like he's been very malicious to me. So when do I finally get off of this hamster wheel and say, you know what, Brittany, it's time to choose yourself? I think that you just, at some point in time, you just have to choose yourself at some point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, both sexes, we don't do that. We hurt people. I'm a true believer in that.
The reason you constantly hurt somebody is because I pretty much hate to say it, you damage goods also, so you choose to hurt people to make yourself feel better.
Damage goods?
It's pretty much damage goods. You want to damage somebody else to make yourself feel good. And along that process, you ain't doing nothing but breaking down yourself and that person at the same time. So you literally lowering your standards to their standards.
That's just like well, Eric watched a little snippet of the show, but it's a new show called Firefly Lane on Netflix. Like I think it just came out probably like in the past week or two or whatever. And I started watching it, I think on like episode maybe 2 or maybe 3 or something, right? This girl, she has a drug addict mom. She was staying with her grandmother, and you know, the drug addict mom like, oh no, I'm good, I could take the daughter, this, that, and third. So we see her like, you know, from there and then growing up, right? So now she's like in like, I want to say early high school years or something. Basically, you know, she goes out with this dude. Well, maybe she's in middle school because the dude that she went out with, come to find out, he's in high school, okay? And he raped her at this party. So she was, you know, getting drunk off of beer or whatever like that. And they started kissing. Like they went on. Huh?
You can't say the R word on YouTube.
Ravage?
It happened.
It happened.
Huh? He took advantage of her.
He took advantage. Okay. Because when they went out into the like they went off, right? It was like a bonfire thing. So they was out like in the woods or whatever, right? And they was kissing, and then he tried to go further, and she was like, you know, try to push him away and was like, no, this, that, and the third. And then, you know, he did what he did, and then she just laid there and balled up, and then he was looking at her like she was, you know, crazy or whatever. And it's like, you know, watching the show further, right? Because this not only happened to her, but it's happened to other women, right? That at this point she was only getting with dudes just to have intimacy with them, right? She didn't want to have kids. Apparently she didn't want to have no commitment, sorry, or anything like that. And what I'm saying is like, you know, no matter the dude is older than you, younger than you, the same age as you, you know, get to know that female, because you don't know what trauma they've been through. It doesn't even have to be with somebody taking advantage of you as far as the opposite sex in a sexual way. You know, she was already broken from a mom that was doing drugs and had all kind of people away from her. Her mom took her away from her grandmother, somebody that loved her, cared for her, provided for her, you know what I'm saying? And really there was nothing the grandma could do now unless she wanted to go to the courts and fight for her. So I'm just saying, sometimes if you really dig down into your humanity, you will try to, first of all, figure out who the hell you are, to try to understand what somebody else has been through. Because people come in and it's like, whether dudes or female, like you just come in somebody's life and you just do whatever, and you don't even know what they've been through. Like you don't even know if this is going to be the straw that breaks their back. And it's like, it's just not fair. Like even if you are a quote unquote shitty person, it ain't even fair to you what might be done to you. Words really hurt along with actions. Like they really do tell a lot about somebody or what they've been through.
Biggest thing is action, you know, because you can speak a whole lot of words and there's no action behind the words, but until action shows, that means you're about that.
I mean, I'll to piggyback off what Ebony said. Oh, you know, never mind.
Nah, say it. Go for it. Shoot.
No, because I wouldn't get too deep in my own feelings.
Nah, shoot. Go for it.
It's okay. With my ex, at that particular time, when I had lost my parent, I was in a very bad, depressive state. He took advantage of that greatly because of the words I communicated with him. My thing was, I've come to learn that he himself had a damaged past. So why prey on me at a vulnerable state? Then I ask myself, is it also my fault? You know, did I allow myself to be taken advantage of?
Yeah. You know.
Why you over there choking?
Like somebody at a vulnerable state, like they just target people like that for no reason because they're already damaged. And that goes back to me saying damaged goods. They're already damaged. So this is you on a rut or something going on with you. So hell, why not?
But you know,
but they honestly don't really think for themselves and don't know themselves. And when you tend to know yourself, you won't do the same thing.
And as you go through life, you have to continue to know yourself. Because like I said in the video before, like I've said to people before, you know, what you might have believed in or what you might have associated yourself with 3-5 years ago, it probably changed by now. Because things happen in your life. Like even with Brittany, you know, talking about that, like with my ex, which was my first marriage, you know, me and Brittany was going through the same thing. Like when I lost my mom, it was a bad thing. Like, and you would have thought that my ex would have knew what I was going through because the same year I met her, she lost her father, which was her best friend. And instead of understanding like why I'm being mad or getting aggressive, she goes out and cheats on me, you know? And it's like
same.
Same.
What?
Same.
Dude, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Dude, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Because if Brittany would have told me that, then I would have let Brittany whoop his ass. I probably would have whooped his ass. And Brittany didn't tell me that because Brittany know, like, when me and Brittany together, when me and Brittany hot together, like, y'all don't want to see that. Like, that ain't nothing y'all want to play with. Like, I'm telling y'all, oh, everything I love. And, like, anyway,
That's
you know,
okay.
people don't realize, like, what you hold in. And over time, if you let things out to people or you tell people certain things, you would think, like, I wouldn't have to tell you, don't use this against me. You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter if it's man or woman, it's just like, you know, like even a friend I had, to this day, like I'm over it, you know what I'm saying? But me and him would never be cool like that again. Because I had somebody come and tell me that they was over here on this street, everybody was drinking, and all of a sudden he told my business. And I had to deny it, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, that's my business. And I trusted this person. I've known this person for years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, everybody has to realize, like, it doesn't matter what kind of time we are in. It doesn't matter. Because if you want to be a decent person, like, okay, we all human. Like, let's not lie. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
But there are some mistakes that you can control.
Yeah. It's called choices.
Huh?
It's called choices.
Correct. It's called a control the controllables. Period. I already cried too much. Go on here. Somebody else talking.
Mr. Cooley.
So been quiet for a while. But one of the points you guys were talking about was, you know, words and actions. And like, you can say anything that you want to me. I'm not going to fully believe it until I see it happen. So if you say something, like the first time, you know, I believe it because like I always like to put good faith in people. But like if your action didn't match it the first time and then you come to me the second time, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll, you know, go ahead, do it. And I'll believe you. Because like you can say anything, but you can't really do any, like if you're doing something, it's easy to say anything, but it's a lot harder to do that stuff. So if you go to do it, you have to put time and effort into it. And that's going to mean, you know, you're showing some type of commitment to that relationship. And so actions have a higher weight to me than whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, my point of view on the words and action stuff.
This guy.
And no, and in that video, like that dude, like I know you sent us another video with him, right?
It's deleted now.
Huh?
It's deleted now.
That video?
Yeah.
Cause you know, it seems like in that first video you sent before the one that we showed y'all, that he was I say a level-headed dude.
Yeah.
But then when I got that video for him to say, "Oh, that's your fault for believing me," it's like, but really though,
that's why
really
I had a problem
my fault? Because
that's
who
actions.
Correct. Because, but I'm saying like, who really wants to walk around? Like, if you really dig down in your bag, who really wants to walk around this earth with a chip on their shoulder every day, every second, not a minute, every second of the day? Come on now.
Toxic people.
Now I'm gonna say
toxic, and that's about it. They ain't know nothing but the dish out toxicity, and that's about it.
Would you say, Britt?
I was gonna say like 2019 when I had just got out of my breakup, I was definitely on some toxic BS. So a lot of things I could relate to him in that mindset where just because I tell you something doesn't mean it's true. Just because I say I love you doesn't mean I actually love you. I could show you that I love you without actually without actually loving you. Mm-hmm. But when that year came to a close and I realized all the people I had left behind that were heartbroken, I was like, you know what, Brittany, you are a shitty person. You were hurt and you decided to take that hurt and put on someone else. But in reality, you didn't put on to anyone. You made it even worse for yourself. Yeah. Because now you're sitting here alone in this apartment thinking like, wow, these were all nice people that I chose to screw over because I was still upset over what happened to me in my past. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So to me, him laughing in that video was just like, it's not funny. Yeah, people say things. Yeah, you shouldn't take everything as the truth. You should really be careful about what you believe in and what you don't believe in. Mm-hmm. But to laugh about it is not funny. To me personally.
They laughed because they hurt.
Mm-hmm. Cause I would have laughed too in 2019. I would have thought that was the biggest thing of like, yeah, these niggas crazy for thinking I love them like that. That's crazy. Now I'm like, yeah, no, that's crazy how I did that to them, how I played with them. It's not funny. It's not a joke. So when I saw the people in the comment section saying like, yeah, that's what women get, that's what hoes get, it's like, that's not, no. As a Christian woman, I'm gonna tell you this, we've all fallen from the grace of God. But I would love to think that when I die, my last breath on earth, I would love to say, at least God, I was decent. I may have not been the best. I may have not been perfect, but hot damn it, I was decent. I made my mistakes and I lived in my flesh, but I tried my very best. Yeah. I don't want to go out in this world saying I screwed him, her, him over and not giving a damn.
Right. And forgiveness is actually the biggest thing you can do for yourself in a toxic situation like that, because you learn yourself even more, like just doing toxic shit of being like, oh, I'm gonna get this back eventually. So
yes, I remember this one time, right? Me and my ex went to the mall, and I think I told Brittany this, and me and my ex were walking. I think we were about to actually leave. Mm-hmm. And I was like, the mall was kind of packed, but you can always notice or feel when something's not right or somebody's looking at you if you're tapped in. And I was like, I looked up and I was like, I looked at her, I looked back at my ex and I say, is that the girl you cheated on me with? In the mall? Did you know she was gonna be here?
And what are you looking at me for?
And it could have really, you know what I'm saying? It could have really went down in the mall and like no BS. I had to step back because when your heart start racing, the next thing that comes after is blacking out.
It's throwing them bones.
Correct. And it was like, you know, she laughed in my face and then, you know.
See,
who?
My aggression a little different.
Who
because type of
Mm.
person.
Because I would have you now.
I don't want to be wrong when I come at somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to make sure you are that somebody. And if I'm coming at you, it is for that reason. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be wrong with what I do. Like if I was to go to jail or something, I want it to be justified that I got the right person for my reason. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
Chitty chitty bang bang.
you know, so many as years go on, I'm so happy that I didn't act as I did. But you know, it's just like with the words and the actions, like people just be aware of all the signs that are given to you, you know, and if there's anything, you know, speak up about it, you know, to that person or speak out loud to God about it, whatever. And, you know, just really be tuned in, tapped in and everything, because it's like, you know, life is very short. I learned that with my mom. My mom died at 53. And I might have at that time, this year will be 6 years in December. At that time, I kind of thought it was old, but it's like when you think about it, I'll be 32 and it's like, that's young. And it's like, you know.
Nah. Now she lying, folks. She ain't gonna be no 32.
I'm not trying to say do it selfishly, but in a way, you have to focus on what makes you happy. And on some real shit, real tea, if that comes from losing people,
I can actually say losing people is the best thing you can do in your life because you know who's there for you and you know who's not there for you.
I mean, I will say at mommy's, what was it called? I don't know what it's called, like when the family came over after she passed.
Wait.
Oh, the repass.
Repass. That's when I learned a lot about fake people in a family. Just because you and I share the same last name or the same blood does not mean a thing. Because if you don't respect me, there's nothing to be said, period.
Social media is like people forget that people are people, and it's okay to show who you are. It's okay to show the sadness, the happiness, the problems, the downwards. It's like, you know,
I'll say this. You also have to be careful though about the energy, because like if you are shown a very vulnerable state, you have to realize that if you have 1,000 people who follow you, most of them probably don't give a damn about you or your feelings. They probably were going to sit there and laugh at you. I think that's probably why a lot of people don't post when they're sad or depressed online, is because they're afraid. No, not afraid, because they have to be wary of who actually they're inviting into their space.
Yeah, and you know, I want to do that more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to do that more this year because it's like, you know, I want to have fun more with life.
If you know your spouse well enough.
No, I'm talking about people in general.
Well, see, I'm not a people's person, so first thing I think is my spouse. So outside of that, I hate to say it, but I don't give a goody goddamn.
You know, life is very life is also is short, but it is forgiving. What I mean by forgiving is like, you know, when you really start thinking about who you want to be, who you are, where you're trying to go, you know, life is forgiving. Life does give you other chances, you know. Kool-Aid, what you talking about over there? How
I
you
ain't
feeling?
saying nothing. It's all Brittany. She just talking about gibberish.
Tell us more about you, Kool-Aid. Tell us
about me.
Yeah, like I've never
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of okay, like not trying to be I'm not being funny. Like I know one of my trips that I want to take is like to Egypt or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I get there before the Lord, call me home.
Yeah.
And he better let me in them gates because I'm just gonna sit there and lay there until further notice.
You ain't gonna sit there.
Go wait it out. No, you
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put me in between words because I ain't going down there. Okay. I don't know about y'all, honey, but I'm a fighter. I ain't.
I'm letting that guy.
Tell us more about you and like, thoughts and stuff that you have.
Oh wait, what you say?
I said, tell us more about you.
Oh, there's a lot about me, but
you could ask him questions.
Yeah, I'm good with answering.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Okay, so Jesus, that is a lot of liquor.
But you're saying something about going to Egypt, referring to that. Like, where am I from? Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from Nigeria. Like they have different I guess ethnic group or tribe or something like that. My family's Yoruba, so both my parents were born over in Nigeria. They had me over here in the States. I was born in Baltimore, Maryland. Go be more. Put that back up. Put that back up.
I say, oh no, never mind. There was
but I moved around.
Bel Air, Maryland. I was about to, honey,
But I moved around a little bit. Lived in North Carolina. Grew up around North Carolina. Went to school towards the coast. And then I'm here. Where am I at? Charlotte. Here in Charlotte now.
So what do you think of Charlotte so far?
I since the pandemic, can't really visit. I haven't been out that much, but what I've seen, I kind of like a little bit. Just like the, I don't even know where I've been to, but I like going to like some breweries and stuff like that, or like not necessarily breweries, but just drinking places. But like I like going to the park as well, and they have a lot of different kind of variety of stuff. And it's like close to the mountains, so you can go to the mountains if you need to.
Gotcha. Do you fish or hunt?
I don't do any of that.
Oh no, you got bro.
If I need to, I can. Actually, like my parents, so like we lived out in the country, and so like my parents, they have like a goat farm. We have a pond in the back with some fishes. I haven't myself went back there and fish. I made like little fish trap things, so I don't have to actually fish because I'm lazy like that.
Gotcha. Well, I'm a country monkey, so I fish and hunt. I'm from South Carolina.
Okay.
Yo.
What do you hunt?
Deer, anything.
Deer, okay.
Yeah. So pretty much, if you ever want to go hunting, holla at me. I got you.
Okay.
And
get that new experience in there. Like trying different stuff.
And you ain't even gotta use a gun always. Born there, same thing.
That's what I really want to try.
Go for it.
Because I tried. I shot like a long bow where you pull it back like that. I've shot with that before. I only did it a couple times. I'm not that great.
Gotcha. Hey, perfect it, man. That's one of those things, one of those skills that's going to be great to have. And another thing, live your life to the best that you can do. Because I went skydiving and I enjoyed it. And everybody around me still called me crazy as shit because I wanted to jump out of plane. So
with a parachute, that's the important part.
It's true. Another thing I'm venturing off into this birthday that's coming up, I'm jumping out of helicopter. So
again?
The first time I jump out of plane, helicopter.
Oh, a helicopter.
Yep.
I'm jumping out the window with this one, jumping out the window. You remember that song?
Yeah. Just don't let y'all insurance company know y'all doing crazy shit like this.
You're gonna start spiking the
That's
rates
guys. Yep.
up.
And a lot of insurance companies now, they'll actually drop you from insurance and say no.
And that's the whole point of insurance is in case you injure yourself in doing something like that, they're like, that's too high of a risk. We're not gonna do that because they're gonna have to pay you if something happens.
Exactly.
And they don't want to pay nobody.
Yep.
Because I'm jumping out the window with this one, jumping out.
You going skydiving? You going to skydiving?
Yes.
You have a friend here.
Nope. We all going.
All four of us going skydiving. All four
we
of
all
us.
going.
Yep.
I love my feet on the ground.
They'll eventually get down there.
Ground eventually.
Yeah, they're gonna hit. Yeah.
5 minutes.
24/7, like my feet on ground.
Hey, time apart,
Ain't
makes
no
the
fun.
heart fonder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you go in the plane.
No. Your feet
I'll be
leave
on the ground.
Feet leave the
No.
ground.
You be in the plane,
Nah,
babe.
nah. You like putting your feet up, right?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if time apart makes the heart grow fonder, you get in that plane, and I will wait for you at the bottom, and I will pray that you come down. And in case you don't, like, you know what? He was a great guy.
Well, no. See, that ain't no fun when you gotta sit there and watch somebody come down.
Yeah.
Fun
You
is
want to be a part of it.
jumping out and
I'm a part of it.
watching everything around you.
Woo!
That's what you're gonna say when you're going down. Oh, cool.
It's gonna be a different choice of words.
Exactly.
I'm in a plane jumping off.
Nah, but my next venture after the helicopter jump, I actually want to go on another cenote. If y'all know what a cenote is.
I
What
know,
is
pero
that?
tell me.
Cenote is basically in a cave, but it's not the standard water that you always see. Because the water is more dense. Yeah, you think you can float in there, but you gotta swim.
You lost me at cave. I thought it was gonna be like a back.
It's an open cave, like you can see the light and everything, but as far as it goes, like you gotta swim your way out to the other side.
Listen, the way my natural hair is set up, who got coconut oil for me? Who got the stuff?
That's all right. They got everything.
Everything in a cave.
Everything. Matter of fact, we should go drive 4-wheelers.
Now, okay, now you talking my language.
Yeah, I'm talking your language, but let's go play in some mud pits.
Once again,
all right.
this wig come off.
Then we go to this helicopter, take a helicopter ride. Helicopter goes up higher.
Kool-Aid, you always want to take it too far.
So.
Well, guess what, Eric?
What?
He's our third fire sign.
Word. Hey, we with it.
Which one? Which one is he? Which one? So I'm an Aries. You're a Leo. His sign. I'm an Aries. Eric's a Leo. Was third fire sign.
I'm gonna have to say he's bottom in an Aries.
Huh?
Bottom in an Aries.
You think he's an Aries? Are you a Taurus?
He's a fire sign. There are three of them.
Of course, it's the Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I'm an Aries. Eric's a Leo. What is Kool-Aid? There's one more fire sign.
I'm saying Aries. The bottom in an Aries. Before
Sagittarius.
There you go.
That's it.
Sorry,
y'all.
All the fire signs.
Tipsy, you know, I know my signs a little. God, the only water sign.
Yep.
That's all right with me, baby.
Well, my rising is a Cancer.
Huh?
My rising is a Cancer.
I do not know what mine is.
Everybody, chuck. I can't get my grades come out.
Sorry, y'all. I've been going so long. I had to check on the food that I am preparing. Yes, I turned the potatoes off and I turned. You turned the
mine's crushed.
over now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm making some baked turkey wings. I'm gonna make some homemade mashed potatoes. The potatoes are done.
Oh, so we asked you?
No, you didn't ask me, but I've been gone from the scene so long, baby. I had to let y'all know.
Anyways, we fire signs, so it's the year of the dragon. So yeah.
Okay.
When will it be the year of the rooster?
Fire.
When will it be year of the rooster?
The year you're born.
I think I'm the snake. I think that already passed.
That's why you act like that. Okay.
You're the monkey.
Who, me?
Yeah, monkey.
Hold on, what you mean?
No, my year. 92, you're a monkey.
Who, me?
No.
No.
Me, my year.
What you mean by the snake, though, Brittany?
I'm just saying. You sit around. You just sit around. That's why you do. You sit around.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't always made the best of choices.
We know, because you forced Eve to eat the apple.
Oh, Jesus.
How you gonna bring that back up?
It's always Eve and the apple when it comes to me. You was probably Medusa in your past life, to be honest.
Lord, don't let it be.
Got them braids.
Oh,
well, yeah, see.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell us.
People that have no edges or barely edges like me, honey, you can make it do what it do, baby. Don't let nobody tell you can't.
What they care, bro?
Cause you touch my dang on little bees over here. Don't touch my hair like Solange say.
Don't touch
All right. Y'all, anything else you want to add for tonight?
No. Well, I'll say this. Let's all, even though the phrase is hurt people, let's honestly try to change that. There should be no point where we go into 2021 in the years to follow that we keep making this rhetoric a thing. It should die out. We now know about trauma. We now know about seeing a therapist. It's time for us to actually go seek help when it's needed. And if you don't think you need help, talk to yourself, write it down. And if what you see on the paper seems to you very unnerving, maybe it's time to talk to somebody.
Especially with Black people, they feel like,
yes,
I'm gonna pay to tell somebody my feelings. Well, let's be 100 real quick about that.
Come on, shoot.
When you tell somebody your feelings that you know, right? They know you. It don't matter how long they've known you. They know you, right? When you go see a therapist, they don't know anything about you but what you tell them.
It's a clean slate.
They're gonna ask the questions that your friend or your family member or somebody that your homie might not ask, right? Mm-hmm. Or let's say that homie, that friend, that relative might have asked you, right? But you didn't want to tell them the right answer. This person right here, you're gonna no, not you. I'm talking about the therapist. Sorry. You know, that's the person that you can tell the right answer. And a lot of people think, oh, that therapist ain't been through this stuff. Therapists are people too. Mm-hmm. They done been through some highs and some lows. You know what I'm saying? So some of them can sympathize or ration with you or whatever. And some of them, you know, they ask the questions that nobody's asking that really should have been asked. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong. To me, I don't see nothing wrong with going to see a therapist when you're trying to better yourself as a human being on this earth.
I'd much rather say get to know yourself first before you try to sell somebody else your wrongs and let them help you with your wrongs, because you got to be able to right your wrongs before somebody else can help you right your wrongs. Okay, the next person ain't you, but you know your flaws because you're able to talk about it. So why can you not condemn yourself and figure out your flaws within yourself, even though you might need help within yourself of figuring out your own flaws or why you acted the way you did? You should always condemn yourself first, though.
I would say you have to like help yourself to a point, and once you get to that certain point, then you can go out and, you know, ask for other help and stuff like that. Just, you know, look into yourself, help yourself a little bit first just to get you to that point. Yeah. Because like, you can't just immediately go out, because then you'll probably reject them, you know, reject the help that you're looking for just because you're not ready to receive that help. So you just need to work on yourself a little bit. And then once you get to that point, it might take a while, it might be quick, but then you know, that therapist will definitely get more benefit with that therapist once you look at yourself first.
Yep. So it's best to look into yourself first before you try to throw somebody else a problem and be like, hey, let's figure this out together.
I don't know. I think, I'll just say with the therapist that you do go see, I'm all about researching a place or a person that I go see, looking at reviews or whatever, because especially when it comes to you spending money, like, you better do all the research that you can before doing it. And I mean, I'm with y'all, like, as far as you see, I don't mind going out to a bar by myself. I don't mind taking myself out to lunch or dinner or breakfast. I don't mind going to the movies by myself. I don't mind going to the arcade by myself. Yes, is it a little bit more funner, if that is even a damn word, with somebody else? Yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? You get to interact with somebody that you know, but how else are you going to know what you like and don't like when you don't spend no time by yourself outside of your job or where you live? You know what I'm saying? So I get what y'all saying. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with going into a therapist, because sometimes the question that you don't ask yourself, or that somebody that you cool with like that doesn't ask you, they will ask. You know,
yeah. Okay. Like, and with a therapist, like, you don't get you don't feel like you're being judged. Like, if you talk to your friend about something, you feel like they might be judging you and stuff like that. So you might not tell them the full story. With a therapist, you can tell them everything, because they don't really know who you are, and like, the only time you see them is in that session. So you're free to say whatever you need to.
Well, this is a whole nother topic in itself, but consciousness is the best thing you can actually learn. Within consciousness, you defy yourself, you learn yourself, and you can actually help yourself with consciousness. Because a lot of people like to go numb the situations that they have going on as far as consciousness, and they just go off and post on themselves. They think about it and it's like, oh no, I'm thinking the wrong thing. Yourself will never lead you the wrong way if you sit there and actually think about it and concentrate it.
What y'all think?
I agree.
All right.
Miss BritniAleisha?
I was thinking all emotions.
But as far as emotions, you can. But as far as emotions go, like, you can get way too indulged in your emotions, and you can act irrational with your emotions too.
100%.
As long as you kind of think it through. Think through, you know, not act rational and stuff like that. Have some time to kind of like, okay, this is what I'm about to do. Does this make sense? And then you usually make the right decision if you kind of take that moment to pause and, you know, think it through.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
No, sorry, baby.
If you act irrational, just know you got consequences behind acting irrational. So you got to weigh both sides of the scale. Either you're going to act crazy, or either you're going to get to the point that it's like, all right, yeah, if I do this, I know I'm going to end up in a certain situation. And this ain't the situation that I look for out this whole thing.
Yeah. But anybody else have anything to add? Look at y'all.
All right, y'all gonna close this out because y'all the new couple.
Go ahead and take the phone out. Oh,
should I let Clay do it, or should I do it?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Go ahead, Brittany.
All right, everyone, thank you so very much for hanging out with us today, and for also drinking with us today. It's always a pleasure to sip as we speak and talk to each and every single one of you. So I'm your favorite host, Never mind these haters that surround me. My name is Brittany. You can find me here on. There's a hater somewhere among us. Judas was one of them. You can find me on YouTube under the name BritniAleisha, as well as Instagram BritniAleisha, and now on TikTok under the name BritniAleisha. And this young handsome man is.
This is Kool-Aid. You can find me on Instagram at KUN1E3E. One E, something like that. He's somewhere around. You can find
don't know what he is.
And once again, I'm another co-host. I'm Eric. And again, you can find me at ERD 3248 Conversation, Tipsy Conversation. My bad. But I will create another TikTok for y'all, and be good.
3248.
And I am the best, the emotional, all-around person host. Okay. My name is KingEbonyE. And this has been another wonderful Tipsy Conversation. Bye-bye.
Yeah.